What's up, guys? Welcome back to Gotians Games. Welcome back to our first Epic 7 video, and in today's video we're going to go over my initial thoughts on the game, because the game came out about 2-3 days ago. I just haven't had a chance to sit down and record this video. I meant to do it like when the game first got released, but then I spent so much time re-rolling on this game, and this is the account that I settled on. So we're going to go over my initial thoughts on this, and I just want to say that it's not a review, it's not, you know, a playthrough or anything like that. I'm just going to give the, what I think about the game just right now. So with that, we're going to get to that right after the intro, guys. Alright, guys, so we're going to go through this. First things I wanted to note is that there's different settings in this game, which I didn't even know. I didn't even realize this. But the game actually kind of defaults sometimes to battery optimization and then low quality mode, which is actually kind of cool. It's kind of cool that it does that, because then it's like I can actually make the game better. Oh my god. So I took off low quality mode, I disabled it, and I disabled battery optimization, because right now I'm playing on an emulator anyway, so it doesn't matter. So I can just have the highest quality. Now, what is this high quality support? I don't even know what that is. You know what? I'm not even gonna screw with that. That's probably something to like make it even better than I just made it. So there's a lot of stuff to look at here, and it is a little overwhelming, especially if you're used to playing games like Star Ocean, Dokkan, Naruto Blazing, where the UI, the user interface, doesn't have a lot of stuff on it. This has a lot of stuff on it. Okay, so that's just the first things first. I just want to note is that there's a lot of stuff to get used to, because not only do you have icons here that basically, show you a whole bunch of different things. You got your packs, which is obviously something to do with the shop. You got your shop, you got your heroes, which a lot of these things break into different menus on top of that. So on your heroes is where you go and you get to basically look at all your different heroes, add weapons, upgrade them, give them armor, things like that, and to awaken them, make them stronger. So it's basically you're gonna be in this a lot. I still don't know what some of these things do yet, like specialty change. There's only 2 characters that show up, so I don't know what it does, especially considering I don't have those characters, which that's fine. You have reputations, which I guess looks like missions, and there's like a whole bunch of different ones. So as you continue through the story, it activates or unlocks the more missions to do. So that's actually really cool. And they give you a lot of good stuff in those missions, such as the in-game currency, among other things. Now there's also PvP or arena, which I have unlocked on my other account. I don't have it unlocked on this one yet. My other account I started with says. This one I started with actually started with Ken, and then I got Vildred. So the thing I like about this game is once you hit 110, or after you finish 110, I should say. 110 is this one right here. After you finish this one, basically you get to re-roll like 30 times, and you get to choose which 5-star character you want to start with. Now I actually re-rolled quite differently. What I did was, when you start the game, you have enough currency and you have enough stuff to actually do 7 to 8 single summons. So basically what I did is I took those single summons, I went into Covenant Summon, which gives you 1 free summon every single day anyways. So I went into Covenant Summon, and I just continuously re-rolled until I got a character that I wanted. Now, the rates in this, as for getting just any 5-star hero, is actually a lot better than, say, for example, this one with Destina. Now, this Destina, so this is a featured summon. So on featured summons, of course, you're going to have a higher chance to get the featured character. Now, with what they do here is they increase the rates to get the featured character, but lower the rates for all the others. So that's what I did. I just went into Covenant Summon, and I summoned until not journal. I summoned until I just got a character that I wanted. So Ken popped up, and I'm like, I'm starting with that one. So then I did my re-rolls until I got a character another 5-star character that I wanted, which in this case was Vildred. I would have been happy with Vildred, Says, or some of the other ones, but it's neither here nor there. Do I have enough to do a summon just to show? I do. So we're going to do 2 summons just to show you how the summon animation is. Now, the one thing I don't like is, like, there's nothing that shows you what you're going to get right out the gate. There's 2 or 3 things that show you once you tap on it. And it's not this. This has no indication as to what you're going to get. When the book opens, though, it tells you. So we're going to get a 3-star. Now, if it's a character that you don't have, you will not be able to skip it. If it's a character you do have, you can skip it. So, that's to show you a little bit of that. But if you get a 5-star character, then one of the little summon people will show up on the right-hand side and say something like, oh, a strong character is heading your way, or something like, you two will make a perfect team, or something like that. And now, if you're going to get a 5-star artifact, I was going to say worm print, a 5-star artifact, then another character on the left-hand side will show up saying that, oh, this is like a stroke of genius luck, or it's something stupid. Now, if you're going to get a 4-star, it'll just get, like, glow yellow, and then that's how you know you got a 4-star. See, now I just got a character, or I got an artifact I already had, so that's whatever. So the thing is about this game that I don't like is the fact that artifacts take away from the character summons. I always feel like whenever they do stuff like that, it should be a separate banner. Okay, so like games like Star Ocean, you have your character banners, you have your weapon banners. I feel like that's how it should be in a lot of games if they're going to do that, because incorporating things like artifacts, weapons, or worm prints, or whatever game you're playing, incorporating things like that takes away from what you want, which are the characters. I'm not saying that the artifacts are not good, because artifacts are really good in this game, but it still takes away from the fact that you want to get the characters. Now, on a side note, characters in this game can be really useful. There's actually a tier list, which I have a link for that, so I'll put the link down in the description for you guys. But there's the characters in this game, like, there are useful 3 stars, useful 4 stars, like very useful 3 and 4 stars. So that's something to keep in mind when you're playing this game. Like, Armin here is a very, very good 4-star. Very solid tank. I actually really like this unit. He's a tank, plus he's a healer, which, this is not a character showcase, but it's just to show that the way this game is developed with usefulness in mind for the different characters, because you can make different teams and have them do different things. Now, that's enough with the user interface. Let's go into the battles, because the battles are so much fun in this game. Let's go. We gotta change. Let me go to my next region. Region. You know, I could have just done this. Whatever. All right. So, in this game, or in this account, I'm currently in Chapter 2, or Region 2, whatever you want to call it. I'm in Chapter 2, Act 8. Now, of course, just like every other gacha game, there are requirements. Not so much requirements, but there are things in the game that or in each chapter or act that you can do that will then give you currency. So right here it tells you initial clear, story clear, and have 1 thief on the team in order to get all the rewards for this. So we're gonna do that. We make sure that I have a thief on my team, which is Vildred, so we're good to go. And yeah, let's get into this match here, or not the match, but this act right here. Now there's an ongoing story, just like every other game, which I've already read this in my other account, so that's fine. The story's actually pretty decent. I actually like it. Now, I like the character designs. Like I said, they're very anime-esque, which makes it really cool. The battles are quick. They're very flashy, which is really, really cool. And then every character has 3 abilities. You have some have 3 attack abilities, some have 2 attacks and a support, some have healing abilities, some just buff up your party with status effects and things like that. Now, as you go through the dungeons, of course, you have your battles. You also have items that you can collect. You have various other things. There's a lot of things in the battles, and then there's different types of battles on top of that. So you know, this is a story mode battle. You also have like special dungeons that you take a team, and the longer that you're in that dungeon, the more that you progress through the dungeon, the harder it becomes, because your character's morale starts going down, which then makes you take more damage. It makes you do less damage, which is actually a cool concept that they included, you know, for added difficulty. Now, of course, there is also a auto mode, but for all intents and purposes, I don't want to do auto mode right now. And then each area has a boss fight, which is cool too. I like, you know, I like the fact that there's like a boss on every stage. It just adds a little bit more playability, a little bit more fun. Now, something else to keep in mind are friendships in this game. This is an ultimate attack. I love the ultimate attacks in this game, as like little anime cutscenes for each one. But so friendships. You want to build your character's friendships with each other, and the reason why you want to do that is because as you build the friendships, they will then do follow-up attacks with each other. They will just fight better in general, which is always a good thing, because it improves your damage output and just makes your teamwork better. The best ways to build up your friendships and your teamwork and stuff like that is just have the units in the party with each other, and when you go through special dungeons, you want to camp and have the characters talk to each other. So that's always a cool, you know, a cool concept in this game, which I like. I really do like that. There's a lot of things in this game that I like. There's very few things that I don't like. Let's go over the couple of things that I don't like in this game. One, I don't like the fact that there's no multi-summons. You can only do single summons in the game. Alright, that's something I don't like. And that's like a first world problem, but it's just something that saves time if you can do multi-summons. Something else that I don't like, and I'm sure this is not really the game so much as it is probably the servers at the moment, with so many people like playing the game. But I'm constantly getting like that connecting thing, whether it's on my phone or it's on the emulator. It doesn't matter. I just get that connecting thing. Let's back up here. So another thing I don't like is the sanctuary. There's just too much. It's too much. You see, like, there's 5 different things in the sanctuary. Heart of Orbis, basically you can claim currency. I like this. This is a good concept in it, but the thing that bothers me is like the improvements of the building. So if you want to improve it, you have to get what's called Breath of Orbis, which I don't see us like. I don't see it as a way to come by it so far. Sorry, I'm yawning. I'm really tired, guys. The other thing I don't like is this Forest of Souls, which is like penguin nest. I mean, this right here is basically you make penguins, which is what you use to level up your characters. You have high commands, which is where you go to do special missions, which I actually like that. You have Steel Workshop to create weapons. I actually like that. Well, weapons and armor. It's just the thing I don't like about it is just too much, because in each one you have improved buildings. So it's like, okay, well, they all take the same thing, the Breath of Orbis. So it's just like it becomes, you know, a pain in the ass, as far as I can tell. Maybe there is a way to go ahead and grind those out. You know, that's me. You guys might have like a different opinion on that, and that's fine. The other thing I don't like is this right here. Like, this is just extra to what you have here. I feel like they could have utilized this a little bit better. You know, that's not a big deal. It's just like an overall menu, so no matter where you are, you can click on it. But I would rather have just like return to home, and that's, you know, that'd be fine by me. You have battles. Now, battles here, I like these. Battles here are like side stories. This is where you can farm out specific, I was gonna say items, just a general term. No, this is where you can farm out runes, which runes you use to awaken your characters. So I actually like that. That's kind of like a staple in these type of gacha games. You have Labyrinth. So Labyrinth is where you go. This is what I was talking about, that there's a special type of dungeon that you can run through. And basically you put your team together, and with your team you go and you run through the labyrinth, and in the labyrinth you get weapons, armor, you know, higher grade, higher tier weapons and armor to be able to beef up your characters. So that's always a good thing that they, you know, when they give you stuff like that. Now there's 3 labyrinths and they're actually pretty long, so that's cool. That's cool. So currently there's no side stories, as far as I could tell. Yeah, no side stories. Okay. What else do we have? We have arenas, which I haven't unlocked in this yet. Arenas are exactly what you think. It's PvP, but it's AI run. So it's not live. So basically people set up a team to defend, and then with that team you can then like you challenge other people's defenders. Another thing that's really good in this game, this is like something that I really like, is basically you can unlock characters without having to summon for them. You can unlock 4-star characters, you can unlock 3-star characters, and 5-star characters. But you have to do, first you have to encounter the characters, and then once you encounter the characters, then you go ahead and you do whatever missions that they require, and once you do those missions, then you unlock that character. Now again, you can unlock those characters as well by summoning, so it's kind of like there's multiple ways to get them, and then if you get duplicates of the character, that's not a bad thing, because you can use them to unlock a specific ability that buffs up your party, because every character has those abilities to do that. So I'm okay with that. Now the shop,
what do you think?
What do I think? It's expensive. That's what I think. The shop is where you go and you take your currency. You can go ahead and exchange your currency for various items. Some people want to exchange them for labyrinth compasses, which is not a bad thing. You have, I don't know what the Abyss Guide is yet. I haven't bought that. And then your Covenant bookmarks, which is what you use in order to summon. This is a summoning material. So I'm gonna go ahead and just buy a couple, or 3. I'm gonna buy 3. So every 100 is 5 Covenant bookmarks, which it takes 5 Covenant bookmarks in order to do 1 summon. You also have here Transmutation Stones, which you use to go ahead and trade them in for items and stuff like that. Now some of the stuff is actually like I like it, like the accessory charm sets, things of that nature. You have friendship. So friendship, you trade in these leaves for friendship bookmarks. So the bookmarks then you take to do special summons for. You have ancient coins, which you use to trade in for various items as well. Conquer points, this is where you get from running arena. And then pack is your spending money. So I'm gonna go back. Let's do a couple more summons just to see, like, maybe we can get something good in this video. Maybe I can get that luck from you guys.
We have a visitor.
Maybe we can get Destina. I don't know. Nope, that's a 3-star. And that's how you can tell, because it would have started glowing gold if it was a 4-star, or a character would have shown up if it was going to be a 5-star. So we're going to just summon again. Tap. And I skipped, so that means that it's a character I already have. So I can use him to unlock an ability. And then skip, so that's a... Oh, no, that's a character. Oh, 4-star. It's a 4-star character I don't have. Who's it going to be? Rose.
I'm confident I can take you down. Do you want to spar with me?
I would spar with you any day of the week. That is a waifu. I would spar with you any day of the week. I can just pin you down. Come on. See, this is another thing too. Is like I could like click here for a minute or two, and then it's a little delayed. Nice. Oh, and she's ice. Nice. Oh, and a knight. Okay, I can actually use her. So. Friendship summons, I haven't done a friendship summon yet, so I don't even know what it does. Let's do that, because I haven't, like I said, I haven't done it. Okay, so friendship summons give you characters. Okay. Like fodder characters, I'm guessing? Like, alright, that's fine. I don't know what Moonlight Summons does yet, I haven't reached that point. But as you can see, there's a lot of stuff in here. Now, like, I like the game. I like the game a lot. And I don't know how grindy the game is going to be yet. So far, it doesn't feel that grindy. Specifically because you can put auto mode. Anytime that you can put an auto mode, it really helps. Because it takes away from the grindiness of the game. And it doesn't feel as grindy once you do that. Which is a good thing. I know there's a lot of people who they like auto mode in games. I'm one of them. Just because like I can kind of just put it in auto, and depending on how strong my characters are, I can leave it in auto and just let it go. So that's, to me, that's always like a positive in games, because it gives us that option to just kind of grind casually. But you know, smart auto, and I say smart auto because you have dumb AIs in some other games like Dragalia, where they just go and barely do their abilities and stuff like that. This one, they'll actually do their ultimates. They, like you see right there, he's doing his ultimate attack. So they'll do their ultimates, they will heal, they will do all that stuff, and you have a good chance of running through the game and not having to worry about doing your autos. So I actually like that. That's a really good system. The AI is decently smart in this. So, you know, not too bad. Not too bad. They did a good job with that. Again, like I said, this is not an actual review. This is my first initial thoughts on the game. So, I like it. So far, so good. I will do a follow-up video. And in the follow-up video, we will discuss, you know, like, probably the review, like the full review on the game, and things like that. So until then, this is a long video. Until then, you guys have a great rest of your day. Thank you so much for watching the video today. I really do appreciate it. You guys have a great rest of your day. Let me know down in the comment section what you think of the game if you're playing it. And yeah, I'll catch you all later. Peace out, guys.